do you not feel like men, well, why do you not think that men should prove themselves to women?
Because you don't propose, we do.
Relationship insight for men. I'm going to be leaving my comment for the end of the video. And if you guys do enjoy, please like and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
I feel like both men and women should prove themselves to each other.
Why?
Because, okay, in relationships, it's a give and take, right? You have to get to that point of getting to marriage. Pitch with you, you're saying, okay, he has worked his way up. A lot of
Okay,
women,
who has to get to that point?
both.
No, well, you're wrong. No,
Why do you feel that way?
I don't feel that way. I think.
Okay.
See, women control access to sex. We have to work our way up to sex with you. True or false?
True.
Right. You have to work your way up to marriage with us.
Right.
Well, no, it's not right because you just said it's 50. We both have to work. So if that's the case, you in your sex scenario, you'd have to work yourself up to sex with us, and men already have sex almost immediately.
So do you feel like women don't have to prove
How old are you?
Let me go ahead and break this down real quick. What are the prerequisites for sex? What does the man have to do to get sex first? Go off, bring the mental notebook, pen and paper. Go off your checklist, ladies. Before that man even has the opportunity to get to that point, what does he have to do first? It's either he's already attractive enough for you to just do it right then and there, or he's categorized in another box and he has to go through a longer list. But there's a list that has to be acceptable in your terms and conditions before it even goes further. It's no different. It's no different. The problem is you think that men are just so simplistic and that all you got to do is offer this or dangle this. You don't have to bring anything else.
I am 33.
I like to talk in terms of think instead of feel.
Okay.
Okay, so your question again is what?
My question is, why do you not feel like men, well, why do you not think that men should prove themselves to women?
Because you don't propose, we do.
Correct. Okay, I can see that.
Okay, let me ask you. When you go for a job interview, is it on you to prove yourself worthy for the job, or is it for the company to sell you on the?
Both.
What's paramount though?
What's paramount?
Yes, let's not play games, 33-year-old woman. Do you think it's more okay? So let me get this right. The way you're talking is with a top candidate.
Okay.
I said a job. So
you don't feel like a woman is a top candidate?
Again, think. See, this is the problem. You ladies act like you have more leverage than you do.
I'm not saying that.
Yes, ma'am. You said a woman is a top candidate. I'm talking about women in general.
I said, do you not think that a woman is a top candidate?
That by the question you're asking is, do I think all women are top candidates?
Do you not feel that way?
No.
Put it in perspective. We got 5 women standing in front of the guy that they actually think is suitable for them. All of you think the same way that she does. But only one of you can get that guy. How do you think he's going to determine which one of you is best suited for the type of lifestyle that he lives? What do you think he's basing it off of? Just the looks? You think he's basing it off of your monetary gain? What you bring home weekly, monthly, yearly? What do you think he has to decide? Put the shoes on that he's wearing. Get out of yourself and think about that for a second.
Oh, are you serious? Are you all 10?
No, but I'm still okay. You're gonna be a 10 in that guy's eyes. The man that
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
You said you were married?
Yes, I was married.
And who filed for, and you're divorced now?
I did. We
Who
were
filed
from
for
two
divorce?
different cultures.
Huh?
First, I did. I filed for divorce.
Why?
First, because we were from two different cultures. He was from Ghana, I was from here. There.
How long were you married?
For 6 years.
And
Don't you think that's something that you should have figured out before you went that deep into it? I'm sorry, but that stuff matters. And I'm probably assuming wrong, but I get the impression that you thought that you could just overlook it because it was fun and it was new at the beginning, and you didn't see a big deal at the time until it got a little more deep and a little more serious.
two different cultures that doesn't make a lot of sense.
He started resenting me after I did not want to have children until I was finished.
Another one of those. Another one of these women who want to put their degree and their job and all this other stuff before life. Okay.
But I did say I do agree. I do agree. I do regret it now, looking back on it. Because I didn't have to work through my graduate.
So let me ask you, how long you been divorced?
I've been divorced since I was 27.
No, I mean, I don't know, ma'am. How many years?
So 5 years.
5 years.
8.
You were married for 6 years.
Yes.
So that's 11 years. You're 33. So you're married for 6 years.
Yes.
You've been divorced for 5 years. That's 11 years total. So that means you got off the dating scene at around 21 or 20.
Yes.
All right. So in the last 5 years, how many proposals have you fielded from value?
None.
There you go. Because your value is lower. You had a man, you left him for a ridiculous reason.
I wouldn't say it was necessarily ridiculous.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys,
I don't think they did what was necessary to figure that out sooner before they even got married.
And are you honestly thinking at 33, a productive, competitive, successful, a man of the caliber who's a marrying man has to come prove something to you at 33?
I feel like I bring something to the table. He brings something to the table.
No. But see, the thing is, ma'am, and what you need to pay real close attention, you're still talking like you have leverage. You bring something to the table, and so do the other 20 women that want that.
Correct.
Women who talk like you die alone. I'm dead serious, because you've already proved that you're selfish and will choose a degree over a husband and blame it on cultural reasons. That wasn't culture, that was selfish. You wanted to go get a career or job, whatever, and a degree over your husband. That's selfish. That's not culture. That's self. And any man worth his salt would sit back and ask you about and hearing this, they will put you in the category of, And if you want to come talking about, well, I feel like he brings this and I feel like I bring that, that may be true, ma'am. But you're not competing with this man. You're competing with all the other women who want. And are you saying today you can outcompete women for the kind of man you say you want?
I never said that I wanted a 6-figure man.
I never said that. I didn't. Where did I say any of that?
But
I said I was very clear. I said, are you trying to say that you can outcompete women for the kind of man you want?
I believe so. Like I'm.
Okay. So what state are you in?
I'm in Arkansas. So I'm in Arkansas.
Do you want any children?
I do.
How many would you like to have?
At least 2.
2 children. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
That's
a yes or no?
Yes, I do.
You want to have you want to have to work.
I love helping people.
She wants to split the role of parent. She wants a cohabitant, a roommate. She doesn't want to be a full-time mother. She wants to still be able to go out into the world and have her own identity, because she feels like if she's stuck home just doing that, she's going to lose herself. She wants to be able to come and go and split that between her and the partner. That's what that translation is.
So
Okay,
I
but you
do want
okay.
to still be
Okay.
able to.
So let me because I get it. So what percentage of the overall household financial load would you like to have to carry for a lifetime?
Probably like 20 to 30%.
20 to 30%. So listen, pay attention.
Okay.
20 to 30%. All right. How much would you think a man would need to earn in Arkansas to provide for a wife and 2 children?
Probably like 120.
So you just said you didn't need a 6-figure man.
Hey,
That's what you just said.
but
Hold on. No, no. That's what you said. No, ma'am. That's what you said. But see, the
It's
truth comes
always
out.
what they say.
You only want to
They really
carry
mean
20 to 30% of the load. So that means that your man is going to have to pay 80% of the bills. Your income is basically going to be equivalent to a mother flipping tip. A tip is 15%, and you want to put 20 on the family. Cool. No problem with it. So a woman who's 33 years old who wants to basically bring a tip to the table. Tell me what you're bringing that's going to outweigh what these women are bringing. You're 33. They're of varying ages. This is where it starts to go off the rails. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7",
Dress size?
size 14
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
to 20.
See, people think I'm rude when I make my questions, but what I'm saying is, ma'am, your expectations versus what you physically bring to the table versus financially what you want from a man are completely out of. And you apparently you didn't learn anything from your marriage that you walked away from.
I did. I learned a lot.
But
I would say I
doesn't
learned
sound like it because you're still talking as if a man who's making $120,000 in Arkansas has to prove something to you. Let me tell you.
Here's another thing too. You 220, which means that you have it in your head that the person who's going to come into your life is going to love you for who you are. In turn, you didn't really need to make any physical changes to please your partner. You're content with being unhealthy. You're more than likely going to want him to be in shape, and you just lied and said you didn't want a 6-figure guy, but you do. So you're going to want him to have all of this bullshit, but you don't even want to change anything about where you stand physically. And you are already at a higher risk with the pregnancies and everything else. 20% in addition to contributing to the household, overweight. You think you can really compete with these women out here that's hitting the gym and they're trying to stay in shape? I don't know.
What he has to prove to you that he can make $120,000 damn dollars in Arkansas.
But I'm more like this, because that's one reason why I would like to continue to work. Or because, okay.
What difference does it make if you continue to work? If he's got to pay 80% of the bills, ma'am. You're working means nothing if you're paying 20% of the bills. Zero.
You just don't want to stay
because if he stops, the house falls apart. Your 20% is a tip. What is your 20% gonna do, man? Tell us. What's it gonna pay? What is 20% of a mortgage? 20% of a light bill? 20% of the car note? 20% of the insurance? 20% of retirement? 20% of vacation? What is 20%?
My 20% is only going towards the bills, but the
I said no, ma'am. I said of the financial load of the family. I didn't say towards the bill. I said of everything. See, that's what men sign up for. We sign up to have to pay for everything. And you ladies want to put your money in specific things. Nope. Just like you can't spot reduce on a body, you have to reduce totally. You have to provide totally. And your 20%, and even if you can pay 20%, let's just say you can cover the rent. It doesn't matter if you have no utilities and food, man. Meaning you're not going to be making enough to support the family. Your husband would have to carry the lion's share of the load.
Okay.
And that kind of man ain't going to have to prove nothing. You got to prove to him that you're worth him carrying the lion's share of the load for.
Okay, I hear you. I see where you're coming from.
Okay.
Her income ain't got nothing to do with
where even the
contributing
boldest
to
creation
housing.
thrives
That's
on a
just
rock-solid
pocket change
foundation.
that she can keep on the side.
That's all I'm saying is you ladies got to start realizing that, especially when you're at your age, you're not in a power position. Honestly, you guys are, the closer you get to 35 and older, you're at the age where you take what you can get. And that's not, I'm not supposed to say that, but that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So would you marry a guy who's earning what the average American man earns?
Yes.
And what is that?
Like my
What does the average American man earn?
around about 50.
Average American white
Black.
man, average American black man earns close.
Okay.
And you marry him at 40?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then together, what would your household income?
140.
Huh?
140.
140. So 140. So 140. So roughly 2/3 is yours. So every time the mortgage is due, you're writing 2/3 of the mortgage. He's writing a third. Every time the groceries have to be paid, you're paying for 2/3 of the groceries. He's paying. Kids need braces. You're paying for 2/3. He's paying for a third. Every single dime that is spent, you are paying 66 cents, and he's paying 34 cents. And you would be a cooperative, submissive wife.
Yes.
I don't believe that more than a man on the moon. You didn't even want to quit going to school for a man you was married to. I mean, anybody believe that?
So, when you're young, you do young and stupid things.
Okay. Well, let's just say, if that's just the case, then why aren't you? If that's the case, man, Arkansas is littered with men making $40,000 who would love $100,000 wife and love you to pay 2/3 of the bills. You shouldn't have no problem.
Right. But I have to actually get out there and date, and that's something I haven't been doing.
Why?
So,
Why?
Well, because I've been more so focused on getting back into doing my therapy and everything else like that. So
you got divorced 5 years ago. You were married for 6 years. You don't have a long relationship.
Right.
Why you just now?
Let's just be honest. You haven't been focusing on. You've been focusing on yourself. It hasn't been a priority.
No, I haven't made it a priority.
Okay, well, then you also got to factor something else into it. Your relationship skills have atrophied. Okay. When I say you ladies are not in a power position, that offends some women. But what I'm showing is you ladies just seem to think that you can just go out and get a man. And it's not. You still got to go out and compete. And I got news for you. This is going to bother a lot of women. Aren't you still going to have to compete for those $40,000 a year?
Right.
So my ultimate point is a man does not have to climb a wall. You have to lower your wall in order to make a connection. Thank you for being honest. We're going to get on to the next person.
Yeah. Honestly, you wasted your husband's time. You wasted your time talking about therapy and this, that, and the third. You're supposed to have had all that handled during the divorce situation and followed up after it. And on top of that, you're not really taking care of yourself in the ways that you need to get out there and find the person that you want. Not saying that there ain't a man out there that's not going to look at you and think, oh, I can, build with her, but you're just making it more difficult for you the older you get. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.